Well, I learned one thing. All homes aren't built equally. I know this may sound cliche. Alright, so this is going to be a quick one. But I'm going to compare two houses that I bought. I bought a house, I want to say 2013 to 2014. It doesn't matter. But the house at the time was only like 5 years old. So I went in there, it looked nice. It looked okay. I'm like, but it's a problem. They all look nice when you buy them, right? But one of the problems I remember that as I went up the stairs would creak, right? And I'm like, man, I didn't think anything back then. I could fix that, couple screws, right? Man, it didn't matter what I did. It just seemed like they still was making noise every time you walk up and down. It was annoying. And what was more annoying is that I couldn't really get access to the stairs, at least from under it. I thought maybe I could do something from under it, but it's a bathroom under it. And a lot of times, you know, when you have stairs, sometimes they put a bathroom under it. And I was like, man, it was just so annoying. Now, the house, I want to say it was like a 2008, something like that. Now, this house is in 1935. The stairs had a wheelchair, like a ramp. No, not a wheelchair, but a ramp, a handicap ramp, ADA ramp. And this is probably over 80 years old house, and that thing weighed a ton. It's not like one of these modern ramps. It's an old ramp. It's like, who knows when that thing was put in the 60s or something like that. But that thing weighed a ton. It took like 3 of us to get it out here. I had to break it up and get it out of here, but it was heavy. And I'm like, man, that thing, you walk up the stairs, you don't hear nothing. It's day and night. I'm like, man, how can something so old be so much stronger than some new stuff? And the answer is the materials and the method of construction. For example, the same two houses I'm comparing, this one and the one I bought a while ago. That house had vinyl on the outside, right? Now, the problem with that material, it breaks up over time. It gets brittle. If you have a house that's you got that vinyl on it, you know, I mean, the ray's going to beat it up. It might get discolored on one side. It's going to get dirty, which you can clean it, but it does get brittle over time. So you might have to replace it. It tears. You get a brick home, that brick stays solid. You don't have any problems. The only problems you will have with brick is settling, and that's the foundation, like, because it's heavy. So, you know, if the foundation wasn't good, it might crack in some places, but I mean, that's another issue, but it's not the brick itself. I've seen some old houses from early 1900s still got the original brick, and maybe they probably painted over it, but it looks beautiful. It's like night and day. The wood, nowadays we're using OSB or plywood. Back then they're using straight up planks. It's like so the houses back then they're way stronger. I didn't know that until I started tearing down this place. I was like, man, everything was built in place. So, you know, like, just like I said it before in another video, you go to Lowe's and you go get your cabinets installed them. Nah, everything was built into place. it was so hard getting this crap out of here, man. And I really appreciate it. And you know, if there's anybody that's in the market of looking at a home, I will also look at older homes, because that's something I would never consider before. Now that I actually tore one down and I'm looking at someone, you know, I'm very impressed. So, you know, I wouldn't rule that out. But other than that, man, been gone for a while, trying to travel back and forth, home, spending time with the family and doing this, trying to get this knocked out. We're starting to move more towards the plumbing and electrical. We only have a little bit of framing, but a lot of the demolition is done. And hopefully we'll be wrapping this up maybe in 4 months. I don't know, my timeline keeps sliding a little bit, but we'll get it done. It's making progress. But other than that, I'll let you later out.